Are you ready to be flown with high vibrations, ready to change your life, ready to manifest your very desires? Are you ready to step outside the box, not think the same, not live the same, not be the same? Do you know that you can control your reality with your mind? Do you believe in the power of moving on faith and trusting that everything is going to be okay when you make these moves? Having confidence in yourself, having confidence in the capabilities of what God gave you? God gave us so many things that we take for granted. God gave us our voice. We were created with a voice. Our voice can speak life. We have our vision. What we see, we can visualize things. We can visualize our reality. We can look at things and picture ourselves there. We could take quantum leaps forward by really looking at things and even hearing things and visualizing yourself, hearing things, and taking action to get to these places. You can catapult forward. You can do a whole quantum jump, a quantum leap. This is what I'm talking about. This is reality. I have tested this out. I have literally went somewhere in my mind, pictured me having something, and then I've attracted it. I did not chase after it. I did not overwork for it. I attracted this very thing. We can attract. We don't have to overwork ourselves, but we have to think outside the box. We have to think, we have to remember who we are, remember what we deserve, what we are worthy of. We forget that. When we forget, when we are busy in this world, working 9 to 5s, worried about bills, worried about kids, worried about whatever it is that you have to do, you're worried about it. If you could just take a moment to really think about what I'm saying to you, that you can create, you can literally stop what you're doing, the way that you're doing it, and really learn a new way to live. Because this way, once you get the hang of it, it's easier. It's easier because you're chasing right now and you're not attracting. Don't you want to attract? Don't you want to just think of something and it comes there? Don't you want to get in the energy of the thing, the very thing that it is that you want? Getting in that energy of the thing that you want brings it to your reality. Have you ever thought of something and then it just came to you all of a sudden? And you're like, wow, I just thought of this. Wow, how did this come? How did this come to me? I just said I wanted this. I just thought such and such a call. I just was thinking about this and it came. Now that's you doing that on accident. I know you guys, if you came to this video, I know you've had some of those moments. That was you doing that on accident. Imagine doing it on purpose. And what I mean by that is learning how to attract, learning how to trust. It's easier said than done at first, but I guarantee you will be able to attract. Some people get it faster than others. For me, it took a while for me to get it. I remember it was a group of us and we were in a book club. And to make a long story short, one of our assignments was to manifest. And I believe this was like 3 or 4 months, I seen some small manifestations, but I remember hearing a lot of people speaking of big manifestations. So it took me longer to get my brain to, not think of the way I've been thinking, what I've programmed to think, but to go back to what's in our instinct, how our ancestors thought. Okay. Because this is already in us, and you know what? It could be buried inside of you because of the hustle of every day, the distractions of every day. So, if you want to get on a journey where you're learning and you're opening up your mind, follow and subscribe to this channel, and I'm going to be giving tips on how I was able to manifest. Okay, and I'll give you a tip right now that is something that I was thinking like, wow, I need to practice this a little bit more often than when I used to first start this journey of reprogramming my mind, I used to say affirmations all the time, all the time. And I would say affirmations that would really help create a difference in my life. So I would say, and then how I wanted to say, how I wanted to say my affirmations, got a little tongue tied. How I wanted to say my affirmations is I wanted to say it to my subconscious mind and my conscious mind. So I would actually say the affirmation twice, and this is a good tip if you're just starting out with saying affirmations and you have a hard time believing what they are. And let me, just a little backstory on affirmations. A backstory for me is affirmations is something that you are declaring and proclaiming, okay, to the universe or to the air, to putting it out there, okay? You're saying what you want. You're making a request. So when you say the affirmations, I would, like, for instance, I'll give you an example. If I wanted to bring money into my life, I would say, money desires me. That's the affirmation, one of the affirmations that I would say, but I would say it just like this. Money desires me. Yes, this is true. Money desires you. Ashe, Oshe, Ashe. Now, you don't have to say it exactly like that at the end. You can say, so be it, amen, whatever you want to say. And that's the thing about affirmations. Say what you need to, you have to figure out what affirmations work for you. You have to find them. Find them, whatever ones you find, and the ones you'll know if they're right for you. You get you a list of those affirmations, and then you have to think of the subject of the thing that it is that you want to attract. If you want to attract money, search up money affirmations. If you want to attract love, search up love affirmations. If you want to attract a new career, search up business, new career affirmations. There's so many people who have put these tools out there for us to use. And remember, we're using a God-given tool, our mouth. God gave us a mouth to speak. We can speak our world into existence. We got ears. We can literally program our minds by what we listen to. Sometimes we don't take the time out. Well, majority of people in society are being heavily distracted by cell phones and by everyday things. So we don't take the time out to really monitor what we're listening to, because a lot of things are programming our mind subconsciously, and it's became a normal thing for us. So instead of analyzing what we listen to, we kind of let things fly, and that could be a hindrance to your growth. It could actually be playing on a belief system of that your mind has, and this could work in your favor if you're intentional about what you listen to, or it could work against you if you're not intentional about what you're listening to. Because this could be lyrics in songs, this could be even on TV shows, this could be phrases that you're telling yourself, that you could be speaking, and then you're hearing it and it's actually playing out in your reality. And one thing about manifesting and attracting things into your life, if you're not careful, you can attract the very thing that you don't want. Because either way it goes, your emotions, your feelings, your energy, whatever you put out, it's going to return. So we want to be intentional. And if you want, you need to have the discipline to be intentional. You need to understand what this means to you, what an easier life means to you, what attracting means to you. Do you really want to go about life the hard way, or do you want to go about it an easy way? And there is an easy way. You can attract. Trust me. You just got to learn, get the hang of it. You have to learn it. And it is easy for others, and it could be harder for others, but either way it goes, when you get it down, you're unstoppable. You're in control of your life. So before I go down that part, I do want to say that affirmations was a key thing for me to attract. I feel like I was sending out signals to the universe of what I wanted, and it was returning back to me at some point. It returned back to me. Did I want to overly think about it? To that right there, overly thinking about what you're trying to manifest can actually stifle your manifestation. So that's a thing you don't want to do. You want to occupy your mind while you're trying to manifest. That's a key thing that I had to do. So as I would say the affirmations for this thing that I was trying to attract, I would not think about it all the time, because I looked at it as a standpoint as, say this is a plant and I'm planting the seed. You're not going to keep checking on the seed to see, hey, you're going to dig it up to see if the roots sprouted, and the roots got deep, and you see, trying to see if the seed is hatched, and you're not going to be able to do that, because guess what you're going to do? Destroy the plant. You don't, when you're cooking food, you don't constantly keep checking in the oven to see if it's cooked. You have to wait, because if you do, then you're going to lose heat in the oven. You're going to take a long time to get that food cooked if you keep going in there to check it. Same thing with an affirmation. You say, or say, same thing with the thing that you want to manifest. When you say the affirmation, you believe it's going to happen, you leave it at that. Saying it 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night, worked for me. I said my affirmations morning, noon, and night, and I'm telling you, I brought in a lot of whatever it is that I was saying, those affirmations that I was saying. I brought in a lot of money. I brought in a lot of love. I brought in a lot of confidence, etc. Whatever it is that I'm trying to attract. So affirmations is a key thing. The next thing is, I want to say, is being pure diet-wise, watching what you eat, and also being pure as in not polluting your space by, if it's toxic relationships with people. Friend groups can be toxic. They can crowd your space. They can pollute your space. So really keeping an empty space, a sacred space, to bring this thing in that you're trying to manifest. If I'm trying to manifest a relationship, I'm not going to be out there dating and looking for love. I'm going to wait for this thing that I want to come to me. I'm not going to look for it. I'm going to know it's coming. Having the confidence of knowing that is going to come is key too. And another thing, these are just tips off the top of my head. You guys like, share, subscribe. I will be dropping more in-depth details on how to manifest. These are just some simple tools. So, saying the affirmations, feeling it, acting out on faith too. I think that if I really wanted something, even though I'm not, say for instance, if it was trying to attract love, even though I'm not going to chase it, I think like taking a step out and going somewhere where people are at is a way to show faith that you're stepping in the right direction, but you're not expecting it. You're not going to there to expecting anything, but being seen can help. If someone's going to, if you're trying to manifest love, can help. Sitting in the house, not interacting with people, you got to give yourself a way to receive this opportunity. You got to work with the manifestation a little bit. It's not just going to fall out of the sky. You have to put in effort. Faith without works is dead. So you're going to say these things to bring it to you, and then you're going to take some sort of action to show that you believe that this thing is going to come to you. So whatever action that may be towards that thing, that right there is where the magic happens. Because it's like God, the universe, whatever that you want to believe in, it actually sees that you're taking the initiative, so they have to match that energy. It has to be matched. It will be matched. If you have enough trust and faith to do something, to step out, to believe, it will be matched. And that's all the tips I'm going to give for you guys for today. Like, share, subscribe if this was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section. If you have anything else that you want me to share, or any topics you would like me to discuss, go ahead and leave it down below. I hope to see you guys here again. Bye.